Hello, creative people. Matt Haas here on the Awesome Wood Things channel. This is another it's an all things YouTube where you'll learn about YouTube. Getting my shows a little confused. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All things YouTube. This is a show where I recap the news, take some questions and answers, and do some channel reviews and generally give you some tips on how to grow your channel because, like it or not, it's a competition. We're all competing for eyeballs, whether we think we are or not. And I know some people do it just for fun. That's what Al says from Odessa Maker, or Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop, who is here, given the Vulcan hand wave. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mitch is here. Marcel's Workshop, Harneal Media. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just a programming note, when this live event ends, this show will be unlisted on my YouTube channel. So if you go to Awesome Wood Things on YouTube, you will not see the replay of the show or the recording of the show. Instead, go over to patreon.com/awesomewoodthings and you'll see a free public listing. You do not need to be a patron in order to get the catalog of all of the reruns of the show. But hey, you're all here now in the chat room. So glad to have you. But if you ever miss a show and you're like, oh, I want to go catch what Matt has to say about the news of YouTube from the following week, and you go to Awesome Wood Things, wah, wah, wah. It's not going to be there because they're unlisted, but you can go to Patreon. I'll always find them. Make Things is here. Hello. Jim Dockrell's here. Hello. Got some awesome YouTube news for you today. A lot of things going on. I think what we'll do is we'll just cover a few quick topics, and then we'll get into our big story of the evening where YouTube lied to the community. Yes, I know it's hard to believe, but they did. Let me just grab this printout back here. One moment. Got it. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so just rapid fire quick news stories. As always, I encourage questions about anything that I cover or any question at all about YouTube. Drop them in the chat and I'll answer them. It'll be best to highlight my name, meaning type the @ symbol and start typing Awesome Wood Things until the little name pops up. Click it. When I see that, it'll be nice and orange and it'll catch my eye because I'm all over the place here running the show. And of course, super chat. I'll definitely see a super chat, but that's optional, of course. All right, quick news stories right off the top of the show. Dark Theme. Are you familiar with Dark Theme? They have it here on the main interface. So you go here, Dark Theme. Get it? That's it. Well, they also have that for mobile. And on Android mobile apps of YouTube, Dark Theme is 100% rolled out. Dave Gatton's here. Welcome, Dave. I'm just doing some rapid fire news stories, and then we're going to get right into the big story, which is YouTube told a fib. I'll just a reminder, any link off of YouTube to another source that has nudity, that's a channel strike. They are programmatically figuring that out and aggressively enforcing that. So I don't think anyone who watches this show has to worry about putting links to external sites that show nudity. But if you do, that's a channel strike. Looking good. New haircut, eh? Says Make Things. Yes, I did get a haircut. I was actually behind because we went to get the haircut last week or a week ago. And there was a no-show. hairdresser wasn't there, so we had I was looking a little shaggy prior to this. But, yeah, I'm all good. Gaming. This might not be big news to anyone who tunes into all things YouTube because I know we have a lot of creative people that make things in workshops that watch this show. But if you're a gaming person, they've got a brand spanking new experience. Here, check this out. You just go to youtube.com/gaming and look what you get. I'll take it off dark mode. You get a built out experience. Look, they've got these full full shelves here, all built out. They've got their own banner. Like this is not just some afterthought. This is a well built out, like they figured out what all of these need to be, all these shelves. So if you're in the gaming world or you're a fan of gaming, if you go to youtube.com slash see, YouTube gaming used to have its own area and its own app. It was separate. They folded it all in. This is the way YouTube works. They try things and then if they work, they kind of either fold them into the main experience or open it up to everyone. And that was the case with gaming. Gaming used to have this fun. It was odd because people were getting frustrated as consumers of content. They would go on the gaming app and they would get one experience and they would go over to the YouTube proper and get a different experience. Now it's all one. Some might make things says that he thought maybe I was going to get more shaggy and grow my hair long. Not my style. Maybe it will be. Who knows? All good. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, so that's YouTube gaming. It's got its own special. Well, it's now part of YouTube, but they've kind of aggregated a special place under that /gaming area. But in other words, it's no longer like a separate thing. Anyway, it's big. It's a big deal. And it makes a lot of money. Gaming is a huge moneymaker. People just can't stop watching it. It's amazing. They have a new feature for those who have the community tab. This is 100,000 subscribers or more. There's email summaries now. That might be a cool thing. So they're going to summarize the likes and the comments of community posts to people who have the community feature on their channels, which again, you have to have 100,000 or more. Mark Lindsay's here. He says, evening, Matt and everyone. Mark, good to have you. I'm about to get to the main news story. So almost there. Premium revenue. There was a little blurb from YouTube about premium. So premium is the formerly YouTube Red product. Well, they renamed it premium. And that's where you pay them, I think, $10 or $12 a month. And you get no ads. And you get a whole bunch of other perks. Well, they're saying signups for premium is on a steady rise. So if you look at your analytic breakdowns of revenue, you'll have revenue from premium and revenue from ads. And they're saying it should go like this over time. And, it's already starting to do that. So might be something you just might want to keep an eye on because, I love metadata. Where's my metadata? I love analytics. One of these little banners says I love analytics. And I like that graphic. Channel memberships. I think it's going to $15.99 now. UGG says make things. Okay. I don't know that for sure, but sounds about right. Channel memberships. That's where you have a little membership button. It used to be called something else, but now some channels have a button where if you click it, the person who clicked it can give you, what is it, $4 a month? It's it sounds like it's going to be a Patreon feature built into YouTube, and they've started it with just $1 amount. Anyway, the news story is that was available to anyone with 100,000 subscribers or more. Now they've pushed that down to anyone with 50,000 subscribers or more. You can have the membership button on your video pages and I guess your channel homepage. And if you click it, the person who clicked it will agree to pay you directly $4 a month, I think it is. So that's the news story. 50,000 subscribers is now how they're dishing out that feature of memberships. Osprey Mama's here. Welcome. Welcome back. Good to have you here at another All Things YouTube show. All right. Who's ready for the big news announcement? Man, and I'm just going to prefix this with I do not like drama. I'm not that type of person. I'm a positive person. I like to lift everyone up. But YouTube, they did something that, well, it's a lie. And I you know, I'm first to defend YouTube when people kind of beat them up unnecessarily, but they they got called out. And so what did they do? Okay, here it is. The Creator Insider channel has several of their videos branded myth busting, and you may have saw this video, and I'll pull it up here in a second. But here's the gist of it. So they ask questions and they answer them, and it's kind of like Mythbusters. Is it true or is it false? And the question was, do ads, and specifically do getting the yellow icon that says not suitable for all advertisers, does that impact reach? And by reach, they mean search and discovery. So, suggest, are they pushing you in suggested? Is it being returned in searches? Are they putting it in front of eyeballs? And the answer was the systems are separate. So the systems that do the monetization are separate from the systems that do the search and discovery. So the answer was there's no connection between the two. And boy, is that false. That is false 6 ways to Sunday. So they tried to weasel out of it, and then they said, well, we were really answering a more nuanced question, and then they gave some gobbledygook about that. So let me get you a little closer to the issue. So let me share the screen over here. Okay, look at this. So here was their myth busting episode. So someone came on here and yeah, here's the question. If one of your videos gets a manual confirmation for demonetization, will your future videos get less suggested? I did a video confirmed demonetized manually, and the video was instantly dropped in views, and the following videos did poorly as well. Okay, so this is Todd, one of the senior engineer, the guy, the dude that he runs that piece of the platform, and he's like, no, there's no connection between search and discovery and monetization or not. And then the question was, will future so like if you do a nasty video here and that gets all yellow icon and doesn't go anywhere and is not suitable for all advertisers, will the next one be penalized? They're saying no. I believe that. That sounds legit. In other words, you don't future stain future content. Like the future content isn't weighted on your past behavior. So that I believe, and they did answer that. But when he says there's no connection, that's not true. It is so not true. Look at this. So come here, you go down into the comments. Here was their weaseling out answer to this. This is going to be kind of hard to do over this session. But let me come back to that. But look at some of these. Look at some of these answers. They're like, this isn't true. Limited or no ads, age, blah, blah, blah. 100% does reduce views. This guy's like, this guy's not having it. He's saying you didn't read the whole question properly. All down here, lying through your teeth. Stop lying. None of this is true. You are lying. Calling BS on this. Complete lie. Evidence. And look at the thumbs up, thumbs down ratio. 463 up, 2,009, almost 3,000 down. Like, we're not having this. And the guy that owns the Slingshot channel, he put together that YouTube Union thing. He's got graphs, and if you get demonetized, there is a drop in views. It's 1-to-1. Like, it lines up perfectly because YouTube gives you all the analytics. You've got it all there on your analytics screen. You've got the views and you've got the monetization, and it's like you put them together, and it's like they both dip down. So what did YouTube tried to weasel out of it? They said specifically, he was actually answering a nuanced question. Specifically, does turning on ads increase visibility? And here their answer is, okay, try this. Say you've got ads turned on, and you're getting visibility, and it's a newer video, so it's tracking, and then you turn ads off. Their claim is it's still going to grow. So in other words, if ads are on or off, it doesn't. In that instance, so you've got a plain Jane normal video, no problems. It's got the green monetization icon, and you're getting views. You turn it off for an hour, turn it back on. The views won't go down. That's true. That's what they're saying. That's actually confirmed true. Where people are calling BS is there is in the second part 2 of their rebuttal, which is a weak rebuttal. Is the relation between monetization and views on YouTube? It's more nuanced, blah, blah, blah. And then they go on to say, well, if it's age gated, and then the rest of this blurb is all age gated stuff. And now age gated is something different. Age gated is if it's not appropriate for all ages, which is different than not appropriate for some advertisers. That will decrease because it's going to show it to considerably fewer people because of their age. And what they're saying is, yes, the search and discovery system is not connected with the yellow icon, but the thing that caused the yellow icon to go yellow is also influencing the search and discovery. So they're saying the underlying cause that made it go yellow, or they used AgeGate, which is like a pretty, it's not quite the same thing. So that second backpedaling is, whatever caused it to go yellow, the search and discovery system is also tapped into the root causes. It's not tapped into yellow or yellow icon, green icon, but it is so they're saying in some cases it will be the same. And when you overlay the graphs, they all will have that dip in you know in stuff. So the way they answered that question, no, it's got nothing to do with it. That was not an appropriate answer. And look at what it's doing to the community. Now, you got to give them credit. Creator Insider is finally more visibility to creators of what's actually happening from the engineers, from the development team. That the development team owns that Creator Insider channel, and it is considered an informal channel because they have PR and other more serious marketing outreach ways to get you. Creator Insiders like just like a pet project, informal thing. But kudos to them for giving us more details, but you just can't go on and say, no, there's no connection. There's no connection whatsoever. There is a connection. There's the underlying causes that make things go yellow or green in the monetization icon also could influence reach. And reach being search and discovery and suggested. Can't do that. You can't do that. And that this is kind of the second time since the Creator Insider channel came around where they did something that really upset the community, and rightfully so. People aren't having it. What's up from upstate South Carolina, says Danny Gillespie. All right, I'm here in Pennsylvania, still on the East Coast, a little bit north of you. All good here. Hope things are good in South Carolina. That's where my brother is. He's in South Carolina right now, visiting relatives. Thankfully, the hurricane did not level everything. Jim says, I shut down my monetization until I qualify again because I don't want the unskippable ads. Oh, yeah. Unskippable ads, they're coming. I haven't seen them yet, but I'm told when they get here, you'll see banners in the beta, the Creator Studio beta, the Creator beta, or Studio beta is what they're calling it. Yeah, you'll know. I do not want unskippable ads. I don't think I'm going to turn them on. I just don't want YouTube to overnight be infested with unskippable ads. Not my thing. So that's the news of the week coming from YouTube. So what does this mean for you? Again, play by the rules. And by the rules, I mean make original content that's engaging. If you make original content and it's engaging, YouTube is your partner. They will be on your side. But, people have legitimate issues. Is a slingshot the same as a firearm? Well, depending on who you talk to and depending on how the YouTube system works, that answer might not be your answer. Not gonna weigh in on that issue, but those are the types of legitimate issues people have with being a creative person on YouTube. So are there any questions in the chat room, or does anyone want to be in the hot seat for a channel review? That's where I take a look at your channel and discuss in front of everybody what I like and what I don't like. I do it out of a sense of helping you. It can come off a little harsh. I am a person that gets excited often, and I tend to just tell it like it is. And I don't mean to come off harsh, but I Anyway, it's fun to do because we can learn through the process of seeing what can be improved and what can. Okay, here we have a question. Do you think ad blocker will work on the unskippable ads too? Says Jim Dockrell. Here's the thing. I have never been an ad block consumer. I pay for YouTube Premium and I'm fine. I spend a lot of my time on the YouTube platform. Of course, I go elsewhere on the interwebs. Maybe I should start figuring that out. From a technical point of view, um, from a technical point of view, I don't see why it would be any different. Ads are ads. Ads are being served by the same IP addresses. And I know that's all kind of hooked into the ad blocker software. So my gut reaction is ad blocker will work the same as it's working now with unskippable ads as it does with the other ads. You're a teddy bear. I was expecting a good raking over the coals. Oh yes, Make Things. I did take a look at the Make Things channel. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Someone asked how my neck is doing. My neck is doing good. Thank you. I had some outpatient surgery for a skin issue. All good. Thank you for that. Stitches are out. Stitches are not fun. Question from Osprey Mama. Do you know of a way that you can see if someone unsubscribes from your channel? I have never been able to find a way yet. They let you know when you get notified when you have a new subscriber. Well, you could it's a hunt and peck. Okay, let's do some screen sharing here and we'll find out. I'll go into my creator studio. We worry about you, Matt. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm healthy and I'm fortunate. And, you just you can't be too careful. I'll just leave you with this. It's kind of going off topic, but, you know, you have to be your own health advocate. You have got to look out for yourself and can't let things fester. Because the world can be against you. You can get, oh, we shouldn't probably do that test. That test's expensive. Oh, we'll check this at your next yearly checkup. Oh, don't play that game. You only got one go at this, folks. So I'll just leave you with that. Be your own health advocate. Okay, the question was, how do you know if someone unsubscribes? The answer is not easily. So I will go. Glad you got stitches out. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So here's your subscriber list. Okay. This is who has subscribed to me. The only way I know is to do an analysis of who's not here. So like I would reload, what is this? 20 items at a time. I have almost 4,500 subscribers. You would have to compare this list with the list that you've captured previously and recognize that they're not there. So in other words, if I hit that show more button, I don't know, 400 times, printed that out, put it on my desk, and then redid that exercise a week later and did a comparison, then maybe you could tell who unsubscribed from you. But there's no alert, there's no email, there's no notice that drops down in the upper right. I just don't know. And only with those that choose to be viewable. That's true. That's true too. Good thing. Thank you, Make Things. That's a good point. What Make Things is talking about in his chat message is you can you can choose. I think that's up here. Like you can choose what things are hidden and what things are not hidden. Yeah. Keep my liked videos private, keep my saved videos private, keep my subscriptions private. I think that's up there. I'm not quite sure if that's exactly where that feature is, but the idea is um, a subscriber can choose to keep themselves to keep well, how do I want to say this? A subscriber can choose to keep the fact that they've subscribed to other channels secret. And if that's the case, presumably they won't show up on any list. All right, let's see. You would think they would send you an unsubscribe notification, says Osprey Mama. Yes, you would kind of think so. And along those lines, YouTube is thinking about this issue. Now, not specifically what we're talking about, but they have commented on invoking a new feature when you unsubscribe to give the person who's unsubscribing a couple radio buttons to choose a high level category as to why they were unsubscribing. And then presumably you would have access to that data as the channel owner. This is something they have not committed to doing. I've heard them mention it, and I have not heard anything from it since. That's not to say they're not doing it, but that's not to say that it will or will not happen. So um, they are aware that people want more details about their subscribers, and they're just trying to figure out where to spend their payroll dollars, trying to figure this out. Make things says, and don't take things personally as someone may choose to go incognito and won't appear anywhere. I've done that before. You know what? Yeah, good points. Good points. This is the way I think about it. This is not for everyone, and this is just how I roll. um, if someone watches your video, that's great. If they watch your video and give you a like, that's great. If they comment, that's great. If they share, that's great. In other words, whatever the audience gives you is all good in my book. Some people will say, "Oh, this person I know has given me thumbs up on the last 5, but they didn't give it to me on this 6th one. That seems kind of wrong of that they kinda take it badly. Not badly, but it kinda rubs them. No, I don't do that. It's like, if you give me a thumbs up on one of every 5 videos I published, I'm happy for what you I have no expectation. You shouldn't have any expectation of any member of your audience, friend or not. That's just the way I roll. I mean, hey, you wanna watch my stuff? Great. I love it. You wanna comment, like, share, all thumb, but there's no expectation from me that you do that. And that's the way I think you have to kind of roll. And that's what that incognito content. Some people try and purposely, they go a little dark but they're still interacting and then they kind of, want to be more visible. You know what? All good. All good in my book. I'm trying to share my creative stuff with the world, hoping people get entertainment value out of it. I'm trying to teach some people things because I have a passion for teaching. And if people like it, they like it. If they interact with it, they interact with it. If they interact with it sometimes and not other time, all good. It's all good in my book. And that's the mentality I think you should have as a channel owner. All right, let's see. I don't care who unsubscribes, says Dave Gatton. And that's another very legitimate way of looking at it. And in fact, some people have done little videos about that. I tend to agree. It's like, if someone chooses to unsubscribe, there's a reason they're unsubscribing. So, it's not personal. They're no longer digging it. Why have them around? What benefit is it of you to have them hanging around? Because subscriber is just one metric. And frankly, it's not a very powerful metric. No one cares about subscribers. No one. The thing that you care about is views and watch time. And guess what? A lot of views and watch time does not come from subscribers. Now, some does, but the percentage is much lower than you probably think. Now, yes, they use subscribers for things like, are you in the YouTube Partner Program? Do you get the community tab? Do you get the little pay me button? There are features that become available based on subscribers, but aside from that, subscribers, it isn't. As far as success on YouTube, subscribers are not. And Tim Schmoyer has even said, because he does consulting for a lot of channels and with all different kinds of subscribers, he's like, the separation between revenue earned from the business versus subscriber count, off the charts. He's like, there's people with 50,000 subscribers that are making 10 times as much as people with 600,000 subscribers. I would love to have more subscribers. Don't get me wrong, but the reality is views and watch time. That's what you need. I always say you got to go get your audience. That's my thing is, yes, showing up in YouTube search is good. Yes, having YouTube suggest your videos is good. Yes, having google.com push your videos is good. Playing in the Google and YouTube universe is good. But you know what else is good? Going outside and getting views. Are you posting on Instructables? Are you going on Reddit? Are you pushing things to Twitter? Do you have a Pinterest? How tight is your Instagram game with hashtags? Go get the views. That's how you get successful. You got to go get them. So I'm a big believer in that. Let's see. Any more questions? I'm way behind on the little scroll here on the chat room. Why would you want to know who unsubscribed from you? You're planning on stalking them or something, says someone from the chat room. I would think that YouTube would keep that private. Yeah. It hurts when big YouTuber subscribes and then disappears. I had someone and for a while. You know what? Again, it can kind of hurt, but I expect, the expectations that someone takes an action on my content. I have very little, if not zero expectation. Now, as a channel owner, the expectations of your audience could be very high. That's something you have to pay very close attention to. And it's, when you're dealing with an audience, it's not all, legalese. It's the perception and it's insinuation and innuendo. It's like if I don't know how to describe it, but if you're saying, my channel is one thing, sometimes they're going to expect that one thing all the time. Sometimes a subscriber will just want you as the entertainer or, that they like the host. But, you've got to be very explicit. Always think whatever you're posting, whether it's, a thumbnail or title, or whether it's a marketing blurb, or it's whatever you're pushing out there, how is someone with fresh eyes going to interpret that? And then you've got to deliver. So Yeah. Be mindful of what your audience might be expecting from you, and then don't expect anything from your now still give calls to action. Yeah, go like, put a thumbs up on this. That's all good. But, you can't get bent when someone fails to do something like that. At least that's the way I play it. On a personal note, if I see another table saw sled video, I'm gonna do the yeah, shuffle off a cliff. I sub to 232 channels, only watch a handful. Yeah, that's the name of the game. My subscriber list is off the charts, man. And I've got varied interests. I'm not just one interest. Reading more chat messages here. Do you like Taylor Swift? Who doesn't like Taylor Swift? All right. Wasn't she the I'm gonna let you finish? Didn't she get cut off at the awards? All right. There was a request for a channel review, I believe. Was that Mitch? Who asked me for a channel review? Are you still on the line? Dave. Did I do a channel review for you, Dave? I thought I did. Review my channel, Care Bear TV. Mitch says, "Yep." Okay. I'll do Mitch. Mitch said first. So I'll come back and try and do more later. Let me get this set up first. So I will go to channel and I will share my screen. I will try to share my screen. Nope, I don't think I did review Mitch. This is Mitch Dietrich. 16,375 subscribers. Mitch, you're killing it. Killing it. Look at you go. Good job. But again, subscribers don't mean very much. Well, let's see what we got here. Mitch Makes in your banner matches your logo. Oh, I do see you have .com here. That's good. Not sure what this background is, but hey, all good. Got your social medias up here. Oh, look at this. Even have a link out to Instructables. Dun, 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 dun. Mitch, just curious if you don't mind sharing, how is Instructables doing for you in relation to views on YouTube? On a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome is Instructables to drive traffic to YouTube? That is the question. Um, well, oh, Chipped Build says I would be disappointed in the banner that is on the Chipped Builds channel. No worries. I'm not quite sure what this background graphic is, but it is Mitch Makes, so obviously it's telling me you make something. Now I know I'm just trying to look at this with fresh eyes, um, but maybe reconsider what this background is and make it more related to what you do on your channel. Let's find out what you do. We'll go to the About page. You do it's here. Says, hey now, welcome. Says what your name is. D Trick. Okay. Looks like I've been pronouncing it correctly. I do woodworking and maybe some other stuff, DIY stuff. This is where you're from. This is your Instagram. And a little, okay, that's good. I do woodworking and maybe some other stuff. That's a little vague. Um, I'm not I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it, but maybe consider being just a little more descriptive about what what types of content you do that are woodworking related and other stuff related. But again, pretty happy with this. That's good. Back to the home screen. Osprey Mama's leaving us. She says, sorry for the drama. I don't think there was any drama from you. All good as far as I know. All right. So what else we got here? We have uploads, woodworking playlist, wood turning playlist, projects for the shop, garage in parentheses. Okay. You've got those 3 playlists and then the uploads. Let's look at your playlists. Wood turning. Yep. Okay. Good deal. So 1, you have playlists. 2, you have them on your homepage. That's good. I guess my question would be, are there any videos not in a playlist? If that's the case, I would recommend you do that. YouTube likes everything to be in a playlist. They'll treat you better and you'll oh, look at this, friends of mine. You have customized your list over here, and I am part of that list. Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, I got some good folks here. Shogun Jimmy, Michael Zercher, Heath Knuckles, Eloy from Rockin' Woodworks, Fisher Shop, Waylight JP, and Southbound Productions. Now these, everyone gets those. This is what YouTube thinks is related. So you can't. I don't believe you can get rid of that block. But I see you did kind of customize this, so that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, so let's. Oh, look, you have a community tab. Look at that. Nothing. You've not utilized your community tab privileges. So my recommendation would be start utilizing your community tab privileges because not everybody has them. I think it's what, 10,000 or more subscribers? 15,000 subscribers? Does anyone know what the requirement is for the community tab? Maybe I might be able to find out. Let me see if I can find out. I'm already over here. I want to go here. Does it tell you? Yeah, channel memberships. I don't see community tab over here. Mitch, question mark, question. Do you not know what I'm talking about? Well, let me tell you. You have a feature right here that many do not. It's called community. And what you can do is you can post non-videos to YouTube. Let me show you. Let me go to, we'll go to, site. I think he has some, he has community. All right. What community posts are, they are images and other makers' videos. Okay. So here, this is a graphic. This is not a video. This is a ping file that was posted in the community. And this shows up across YouTube, but it's not a video. It's a community post. And graphics are some of the things that can go there. As a community tab owner, you could also do shout outs to other YouTubers. Like, for example, you could take this URL of this live hangout, post it into your community tab and say, hey, everyone, go watch All Things YouTube over on the Awesome Wood Things channel. And Matt Haas is doing a free channel review of Mitch Dietrich channel right now. You can do that. So that's what the community tab is. It's a privilege you have, and you could use, and you should. Now, the trick is you have to be very mindful because you don't want to flood YouTube with community posts. You should do them very sparingly, and it's all that expectation. What is your audience expecting? Well, they're expecting videos mostly from every channel. So if a channel owner starts flooding non-videos in the community tab excessively, that has generally been described as a bad thing. So just every once in a while, you want to drop, yeah, I'm working on this, or I'm going to be here in this, I don't know, community tab. It's, you know, YouTube said to themselves, why are all our creators going off site to do some of their marketing? Let's have them do some of the marketing right here on the platform. So rather than go to these other areas, these other platforms, Facebook, whatever, they could do some marketing right on YouTube. So that's what the community tab is. But they can't support it with everyone. They're only letting certain creators have that. All right. So we've got just starting to play a video here. So before we get too far, you had a call to action right at the top. You had the young girl on the swing saying to wait till the end of the video, and there was something to watch. That's brilliant. Brilliant. One of the things YouTube loves is when your audience watches your video the whole way through. They don't drop off before the end. You just told your audience to stay till the end. And it wasn't you who said that. That is very good. Right off the bat, we're only 15 seconds into the video, and that was brilliant. I was expecting Mitch to pull up in a white van. Hey, now. And the audio might be a little choppy. It's just picking it up through my mic. So I know you can't hear everything he's saying, but there is voiceover during the video. There's lots of transitions. You see it jump, 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 jump. That's good. Nothing is staying static for too long. It's pretty simple. I'm going to chuck it up. All right, he's continuing to do voiceover here. Look at this. Fast forward. I'm digging the fast forward. Why make someone wait through all of that? Seeing you do that fast forward took nothing away from the experience, took nothing away from the entertainment value. It showed what you needed to show, and you got through it quick. And the next scene was normal speed. I'm digging it. All praises so far, Mitch. Don't get too comfortable yet. Just kidding. Right past that line that I made, I'm just cutting a small tenon for later use on that blank. So look how you're zooming in. See that subtle zoom in? Brilliant. Slightly different shot later. Just kind of a snapshot. I'm just getting around. Just that subtle, as you're zooming in slowly with the voiceover. Good. There's already at least 3 angles on this lathe project. It's not just one angle. You had the overhead, you had the far away, you had the. All right. I will find something to pick on. So far, nothing yet. All right. Looks like we've got. So that was about a minute 30 on that one. What am I trying to say? That one scene.
And I'm going to run this.
Nice. Looking good. Multicam setup, Mitch? Question mark from Jim Dockrell. Just going to kind of just fast forwarding a bit here. What was there? Did you have water? Oh, that's not good. Groundwater in the shop. See, look at that. Transition, transition, transition. The volume's good. Close up.
The very first person to drop me a comment that says I want it down below is going to get this and a sticker.
All right, so you've got 4 minutes.
I know, right? Maybe you missed the giveaway. Well, maybe next time.
46 seconds of dialogue. Call to action to ring the bell.
This is fun. This is cool, right? I do giveaway every now and again, guys. Thanks for watching.
End card's coming. End card's good. Okay, now here. Do you have any cards? You've got the end card going, but you have no cards. Okay, so here's what I would do. Keychain giveaway at the end of the video. All right, here's my advice. All right, this I really liked. Watch this. So here you're talking. Boom. This appears. You're still on screen. There you go. How many seconds was that? So you're okay. 3, 4, 8, 9. Okay, so about 7 seconds. About 7 seconds, you had your video feed of yourself where that subscribe. What do you call it? Subscribe feature came on the end screen. What you could do differently is instead of having 7 seconds of you giving content over top of end screen elements, give 20 seconds of footage over top your end screen. In other words, don't stop the video content and then show an end screen. You did have that 7-second overlap. Good. Make that 7-second overlap the entire end screen. That way, people will watch you giving value and content while those elements pop up. I'm a fan of, and I don't do this all myself as much as I should, but pro channels will deliver content, even if they're in a little window, like say, like you're here in your video feed giving content, and then here's the suggested video, and here's the subscribe down here, and you're just in this little window giving content right up to the end of your video. That will help. And so, in other words, instead of having 95% of your viewers, or instead of having most viewers watch 95% of your video and dropping off that last 5%, you'll have it the whole way through. And that little percentage will boost you higher than your competitors. And it might just be, that might be the tipping point, because YouTube's like, should I show a Mitch video or should I show a Jackman video? You know, maybe that's not a good comparison, but should I show a Mitch Dietrich video versus a comparable YouTuber to the person who searched for this key term? Well, if the Mitch video has people watching all the way through, and this almost Mitch video by someone else has people only watching 95% of their stuff, you're the one that's going to get presented to the user in a suggested capacity. So that's one thing I would do. Okay. Mitch, Onward and upward, my friend. I think there was no cards. There was no cards. I put a card in there. That's that little eye icon at the top. Push them to another playlist. Like, what are your playlists here? Let me go back. Back to here. Do your woodworking playlist. Or what playlist was this in? Whatever playlist that was in.
You can do it at the end of the video.
Well, whatever playlist you put that in, put that as a card in your video. Oh, do you have closed captioning? Did you do your closed captioning? You should if you didn't.
Just so I can chuck it up on a slightly different chuck later and turn it into something. Just kind of a snapshot.
I suspect that is the auto closed captioning. Don't do that. Take the automatic closed captioning and fix anything that needs fixed. YouTube likes when channel owners take the time to put in closed captioning. They do that because when they auto translate it to another language, they'll be more comfortable that the creator in English put in the correct closed captioning. That could get your video in front of non-English speaking viewers if you do the closed captioning. Okay. Closed captioning does help. Mitch says, yes, it is. I forget exactly how I asked the question, but there you go. Okay, Mitch, I'm going to leave it there for you, my friend. Do we want to hang on for more channel reviews, people? Who else said? Chip Builds and I think Care Bear TV asked. So let's see what we got here. Maybe I'll try and do them both. Do we want to stay on? How are we doing here? All right, well, we'll stay on for a little bit longer. I haven't done the closed captioning on my latest couple. It's been hectic. That's fine. You can do it on a go forward type of thing. I take the time and I do closed captioning on all of my non-hangout videos. So my build videos, I do the closed captioning. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Chipped builds. I'll try and do both. Okay. Chip builds, 428 subscribers. All right, you're getting there. Almost at 500. You'll get there. That would take Tever to do for a Hangout video. I know. Yeah, don't do it for a Hangout video. New videos every other week. Well, kudos to you for putting your publishing schedule in your banner. Your banner has no other indication of what your channel's all about, so I could maybe make that excuse me. I could maybe make that better. But you are the first channel review I've done that put the publishing schedule on there. They do have that as a tip, is to tell your audience how often you publish. And people say that's a good thing. I choose not to kind of agree or disagree. I'm of the mind where I publish as fast as I can on the schedule that I can, and I don't make that commitment. But there's nothing wrong with doing it. A lot of people say it's good to do so, and sure enough, new videos every other week. It's right there. You have no social icons here. You could do that if you want. Put your social icons up here in your banner. I figure it was better than nothing. I just have to take the time to fully design in out. Okay. About. Let's read the about page. Chip Builds is run by Ashley Stilson, a graphic designer / maker. All of the projects are made in a small section of a garage, and the driveway is located in Los Angeles, or Los Angeles, as people like to mispronounce it on purpose for fun. Okay. Playlist. Do you have playlists? You've got a bunch of playlists. Wow. Your playlist game is on point. I like it. How many playlists do you have on your homepage? Oh, you've done this. You've bundled them here in the created playlist shelf. Nothing really wrong with that. I tend not to like that option. I like to see a whole playlist with a couple videos on its shelf by itself. But you certainly put them all there. I do like that. But I like the individual shelves better. Popular uploads. Yeah, this is good. Let's take a look at a video here. What else we got? Yeah. Okay, we'll go into here. You're picking up a piece of wood with dramatic background music. Wow, look at this video. 19,000 views. Rock on. Good for you. That's impressive. This video is different from the rest of mine. Okay. Well, whatever you're doing, you got 19,000 views on it. Go to this one. 12,000 views. Yeah. How old are these videos? February of... Oh, you haven't been publishing. What was your latest video? 6 days ago. Why isn't your... Yeah, see, this is you're not... See, okay, popular ones. Okay. I'd make an effort to push your recent stuff up here right on your front page. See, when you bury them in playlists like this. Yeah. All right, so let's go to the video list here. This is your current one.
I bought a piece of 3/4 inch plywood and I had the guys at Home Depot cut it down for me.
Now, see, this was good. You went right into the content. There's no bumper. There's no splash screen. Who you were, what you were going to build, right up front. 2 thumbs up for that. That's good. That's good.
So that I could fit it into my car. Once I got the wood home, I started cutting it down to the correct size for the top and the bottom.
Oh. That was... I don't know. I guess I'm tripping up. You raised the blade while the workpiece was still in the saw. Not... I don't... This is video. I'll stick to video content. That was just a little...
I decided to use pocket holes for this project because I knew they would be strong and it would be really quick to do. I used the fence on my table saw to make sure that everything was going to be straight and lined.
All right. Well, I mean, this is good. You've got voiceover. You're showing just the parts of the build that are relevant. You're not lingering on any prep stages. The background music's good. The audio, like you can hear yourself and the background music at the same time. I know that seems obvious, but I've struggled with that definitely on some of my videos, and I've got it wrong.
Once the frame was done, I cut out a back piece and I put some 1-inch screws in just to hold it.
Fast forward, that's good.
So here's the finished part as of right now. Eventually, I am going to go back and make some drawers to fill in. That way I can have some storage under this.
I'm digging it. Pocket screws, unsubscribe, LOL, just kidding, says Jim. I am pro pocket hole. I'm digging it. Here's the end. Okay. So that wrap up was about 50, 60, 70, 50, about 20-second wrap up. Okay, that's good. There's no end card. There's no cards. Did you use closed captioning? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Definitely do the closed captioning, as I said before. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But I would definitely closed caption them. The video was good. This was a 2-minute, 8-second video. I think the pace was okay. I think you had 2 minutes and 8 seconds worth of content in a 2-minute, 8-second video. That's good. You know, it wasn't, you weren't showing too much and you weren't showing too little. It's a simple build, a cart. The part about Home Depot was kind of neat. You don't see that all the time. People shopping for the wood. I mean, I think you made that entertaining. Kind of a risk to put that there. Most people are like, you know, just show the plywood going through the table. And then you kind of told a little bit of a story, and I think it worked. I like that then. I like that one, says Jim. There was a need, and the job got it done. Ended up nice and sturdy. Yeah, I agree. That was a good video. Yeah, so do closed captioning, do end cards, do cards. I think the video edit's good. No problems there. Your thumbnail game seems to be on point. Let me go back to the sharing here. On your channel, you obviously have a look and feel to your thumbnails, and you're using that. I wouldn't get anything in this lower right hand corner because look, it's starting to crash in with the time code. So be mindful of this last, what is it, 10% here. So try not to trip over that time code. But yeah, no, I think the the colors look good on the thumbnail. You're showing what needs to be shown on the thumbnail. It's deliberate. Looks really good, actually. Yeah, these are awesome glamour shots. Thumbnail game's on point. That's a big piece of it. How is the titles? See what your titles are here. Build a mobile planer stand / shop cart pipe how to. A fan of the double pipe, eh? How to is a big term. You know, putting that in your title can really give you a boost. Same thing with DIY. Oh, you got that one here too. Some people say to use action words, you know, or like some sort of powerful emotion word here. DIY marquee sign how to. Like maybe you could have punched that up a bit. But I like how to is on the back. That's better than having it on the front because these things could get clipped off. And if you want the word to be clipped off, you want that to be how to, visually clipped off. It's not clipped off for the metadata and for searching and for discovery, which is so it's there. Yeah, maybe put some more action words in here, DIY marquee sign, glows, exclamation point, or, I don't know. That's a hard thing to kind of chip builds. I like it. I like it. So what do we got? Oh, here we have. We'll end this with the final channel review. This is Care Bear TV. Are you still with us, Care Bear TV? The banner. The banner is, it looks to be the same image as the channel icon. You're welcome. Chip Build says you're welcome. I cannot tell what your channel is about from your banner or from your channel icon. Okay. You have no social media links in your banner. Let's see about. This about page says, subscribe to help me improve my content. Goal. I can't believe I hit 100. That's a lie. I knew we could do it. This is not a good description of a channel. You should try and give your audience a description of what they can expect on your channel. I would definitely improve your about page. It should say, on my videos are about XYZ, would be an example of one of many ways to craft a good. How many videos? You've got 6, 12, 16 videos. Okay. You have duplicate icons. I would not do duplicate, not icons, thumbnails. I would not do duplicate thumbnails. This thumbnail is not very good. Well, it's only 15 seconds. What is this? An animated Yoshi. I do love the Yoshi character here. Look at this. This is a piece of artwork I keep in my office. I'm going to show it to you. Isn't that cool? I've got some other stuff here. There's Yoshi. Little resin sculpture. Big fan of the Nintendo and specifically Mario franchise. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so this is sort of an eclectic channel. 2,000 views almost. Ooh, maybe I'm your 2000th view on this. Lego Dude Perfect Flip Edition remake. Okay, well, this is a young channel, so I mean, you're just getting started. You've got 16 videos. Keep it going. 102 subscribers. Yeah. Featured channels. You have one featured channel. Look at that. Yeah, I would work on your branding. Try and get some repeating elements in all of your stuff. Your channel icon, your channel banner, and then the thumbnails you publish. Maybe put some branding on there. The idea is if you saw 5 of your videos, all the thumbnails for your video, would they kind of look the same? Would they have the same type of look and feel? I would do that. Super young channel, 100 subscribers. Yeah, and how often have you been publishing? 3 months ago was your last video. A year ago before that. So it looks like you've published, a dozen or so videos and then kind of backed off of it. So publish more often. There you go. Other than that, young channel, not too much more to say. Just quick videos, 12-second videos, 2-minute video, 6-minute video, 4-minute video. Yeah, you're finding your groove. Go out, find an audience. Push your stuff out there on social media. Get them coming to you. Mario characters are legit. Aren't they though? Aren't they? And Universal Studios in Florida, yeah, they were going to build out a whole Mario attraction, and it's supposed to be amazing. The Mario Kart, there's like a racing, there's a I don't know if we call it a roller coaster, some sort of attraction where you're in a car and you're in one of the Mario, like the Mario Kart cars, and it's going to be partially VR, where you're going to be able to virtually throw mushrooms at other drivers. It's supposed to be the first of its kind. I know, right? It's amazing. Now, I think they've had some setbacks, but they brokered a deal with Nintendo Corporation of Japan, and they've got the rights, and they've partnered up, and they were going to take away, what was it, Toontown? There was some kid area of Universal Studios, like for young kids. They were going to level it, and they were going to build up. Yeah, I will be visiting for sure. Yeah. Now, I think there were some delays, and I hope they continue to do it. I would be all over. It's perfect. I mean, the characters, Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Bowser. Oh, it's just my formal living room. I have framed Mario branded artwork in my living room. I love it. I love it so much. I just think it's so whimsical. I don't know. It's just something about it. I do love that franchise. And I will be all over that theme park. Believe me, I will be. All right, folks. Let's leave it there for another All Things YouTube. Thank you for hanging out. Remember, you can go to patreon.com/awesomewiththings and see a free listing open to the public. You do not have to be a patron subscriber, and you can get all the recordings of this show. Obviously, you just watched it, but if you miss a future show, that's where you can go, because these are unlisted on Awesome With Things. I'm trying to keep Awesome With Things, at least the persistent content, woodworking related. So thank you so much. Tune in next Monday. Same thing. News, Q&A, channel reviews. It's all good. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you out there on the interwebs. Stay awesome. I love you all. All right. Take care, folks.